Yo, what's up, Royce? Yo, I didn't even know that Michi was live. Yo, I'm about to I'm gonna start this video here right now though. I don't know, I ain't worried about her being live. But they clicking on the play button, my brother.
You could have subscribed to any other YouTube channel, but you chose to subscribe here. So, hit that notification, hit that like button, and tune in with Adrian and Glib Talk. If you talking to hear your own voice, that's Glib. Using your platform to poop and pimp, that's Glib. I can sell drinking water to a fish with Glib. Tune in for a discussion with Glib. It's Glib Talk, Glib Talk, Glib Talk. 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 Let's all get right on the late night with a little discussion or a heated debate on sports, news, current events. Glib Talk is where you gotta tune in for facts and different opinions. This is Glib Talk, hosted by Adrian, who will dissect the dichotomy of the fake news by its views, trying to get to the truth. Or we could just shoot the shit. We all trolls and his, that's why the chat stay lit. In the live stream where everyone clowns let off a little steam. So go ahead and smash the like button. You can subscribe to the page, turn on the notification for the live stream, and upload updates. If you talking to hear your own voice, that's Glib. Using your platform to poop and pimp, that's Glib. I can sell drinking water to a fish with Glib. Tune in for a discussion with Glib. It's Glib Talk, Glib Talk, Glib Talk. 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 I hope you enjoyed tonight's show. If you are a first-time viewer, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And then, everyone who enjoyed it, go ahead and hit that, smash that, matter of fact, smash that like button. And turn on them notifications. So, you will be tuned out when you tune in. This is Glib Talk with your host, Adrian. I gotta shoot a special shout out to my dude, my nigga, Nate, for the track. Good looking. I am Bizzle Kong. This is Glib Talk. It's Glib Talk, Glib Talk, Glib Talk. It's Glib Talk, Glib Talk, Glib Talk. It's Glib Talk, Glib Talk, Glib Talk. It's Glib Talk, Glib Talk. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's get it. It's been a long time. See, I had to do a video today. I seen this clip today, and I said I gotta do a video. I gotta do a video on this damn crazy ass MAGA preacher who finally came to the realization that maybe MAGA wasn't as much in love with him as he was in love with them. But I appreciate you guys clicking on the play button. I do. My brothers, my sisters, my cousins in chaos, my aunties who always call me during the show. I'm getting text messages right now. Who always call me during the show. Blessed be your unlimited data plans. My name is Deacon Double D's, and as a disciple of the Watt pastor, today we are going to discuss the MAGA black preacher known as, what is this guy's damn name? Reverend Jordan Wells. I'm going to play this clip from Mr. Wells. This is this little clip that he recorded. I'm not sure when he recorded this video. The video is apparently been scrubbed from the internet because he's probably being accosted by all kinds of MAGA as a traitor. But we're going to play this. We'll play his video. It's about a minute and a half. And then I'll deliver my MAGA sermon for the MAGA preacher.
This is going to be a little longer video, but I made a decision today that I am done. I'll change my name from the Black MAGA Preacher to Reverend Jordan Wells, which is what I am, a reverend.
And before I even play this video, right, to prove my point to this guy, before we even get started, that he is not a genuine person. At one point in time in this man's life, he was not a Republican. He was not a conservative. He was actually a gay Democrat black man. And for whatever reason, he decided that he was going to forsake his sexuality and be straight. He was going to forsake his political affiliation and become a Republican. and a conservative. I don't know why. What was the change? I'm assuming it's money, but that's just my opinion.
And my name is Jordan Wells. I had to, because as a Christian, that is what led me into politics. I was a pastor. I was not thinking about politics and had no interest in it at all. And it's my faith that led me into politics. And I'm still in politics. I have to fight for this country like Dietrich Bonhoeffer did, even though Tucker attacked him. To the very last inch of this country, I will fight for conservatism. But the new right in our that is trying to take over the Republican Party, the MAGA movement, the America First movement, I can't get with. As a black African American man, it's apparent that I'm not welcome in that stream. Now, most Republicans aren't like this, right? I have a lot of support, but their voices are getting louder and louder. The Nick Fuentes, these are racist. I am black. I can't support. You have the guy who's over the Remisuan polls. He was commenting on a post, and it said he's a white. He said he's an American supremacist. He leads the conservatives with polls. How can that is not attractive to African Americans or minorities? An American supremacist? No. I'm out. I'm out of that. I am going to continue to vote conservative, continue to fight for Republicans, continue to fight for conservative principles. But we have Tucker Carlson attacking Christians. We have, apparently, to the woke right, Christian conservatives. They're Catholic and they get to believe whatever they want to believe, but we can't support Israel. Even though there have been Christians supporting Israel in America for hundreds of years. But we aren't allowed to support Israel, right? I don't agree with Catholicism. I don't agree with a lot of things in a lot of these churches that they go to or they say they are part of. But I would never attack people's beliefs as far as on X and things like that in politics. They attack Indians. They're mad about the HB1, and some of them are mad because of jobs, but some of them are mad because they don't like immigrants. That's just the reality of the situation. And I can't get with that. As a Christian, I'm not American only. I love our country. I really do. I'm a patriot, but I believe Jesus sent us on a mission to disciple all nations, not just America. And I love all nations. I love Africa. I love Israel. I love other countries. I can't support that. I don't believe that if that woke right takes over, which I don't believe they will, because I'm going to fight against it and other people are fighting against it. And most of the politicians on the Republican side don't agree with it. I believe it's the death of I believe the Republicans will never win another election. It doesn't have mass appeal. Most Americans don't believe in that type of white supremacy, racist stuff. They just don't.
So what we are witnessing here on this fine afternoon is a revelation. Good people, this is an awakening. Oh, damn. Maybe this is racist moment. Because the Reverend Jordan Wells, formerly known as the Black MAGA preacher, Reverend Jordan Wells, has stepped forward and declared MAGA has gone too far. And family, not because of civil rights rollbacks. No. Not because of Black history bans, not because of voter suppression, police brutality, white nationalism, rolling down Main Street like it's on the float in the Macy's parade. No. He said the last straw to the Black MAGA preacher, Reverend Jordan Wells, the straw that broke the camel's back, the donkey's back, and whatever animals they keep at Mar-a-Lago, was the revelation that the creator of the Rasmussen Pro, which he cannot pronounce, the Rasmussen Pro, is an American supremacist. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. Nick Fuentes, the king of the incel nation, Grand Wizard of the basement. He's getting too loud in MAGA spaces. That is the thing that said, oh, he's gone too far. Nick Fuentes didn't just show. Nick Fuentes has been to the White House. Nick Fuentes has been to the White House. And if Donald Trump would have endorsed Nick Fuentes, he would be in line with. But Donald Trump distances himself from Nick Fuentes because Nick Fuentes is a goddamn neo-Nazi racist. And even that's too far for him to go. So now it's too far for Black MAGA preacher Reverend Jordan Wells. Bruh. bruh, bruh. This ain't new. What's up, Jola? This ain't new. This ain't new. They've been like this. They've been this loud. They've been out there yelling and screaming and making this noise. This ain't new. This ain't new. They've been loud like this, shaking that can of coins in your ear since 2016. This ain't new volume. This is new self-awareness. Let the church say, well, duh. Duh. We all knew this. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are witnessing. We are witnessing is the biblical story of a man standing on a ship labeled MAGA and only noticing the iceberg after it scraped the side of his ship. This is the political equivalent of living in a haunted house for 8 years and saying, I wasn't scared of the ghost until they started saying my name. My man was in a full-blown cult reunion tour, smiling, preaching, touring, clapping, filming, all while racism was tap dancing all around him like, hello, you see me? You see this choreography? Hello? But he said racism didn't exist. He actually said this. He was part of that Jubilee with I can't remember her name right now, but I do not like her, so that's why I didn't watch it. But he was part of that. He lost his job because of that. He lost his job because of that. And he said racism doesn't exist. He said white supremacy doesn't exist. DEI, CRT, systemic injustice, systemic racism, the whole curriculum of American dysfunction. According to him, it's all fake. It's all just a conspiracy. A bedtime story liberals tell themselves to sleep better at night. He denied racism the way flat earthers deny gravity until he couldn't climb the MAGA ladder. Until he wasn't fully embraced, until he wasn't invited on all the stages. That's what pissed him off. It wasn't until the little whispers he ignored became loud enough to echo. He's good for a clip. He's good for the optics, but he ain't one of us. He ain't one of us. And suddenly, at that point, racism became real. Not historically, not morally, not ethically. It was fucking personally. It had to be personal for him to be like, oh yeah, by the way, there is racism out here. There are people that are part of the MAGA movement that believe things that no one should be believing. None of us should support this. Not if your name is the Black MAGA fucking preacher. Brothers and sisters, listen here, man. Open your hymnals to the book of self-interest, chapter 5, verse 12. People who say racism ain't real suddenly find out. They ain't invited to the barbecues they were defending. This man spent years pushing the idea that black folks complaining about racism were just playing victim. Then racism whispered to him like a toxic ex, I miss you. I want to ruin your life too. And he said, hold up now, I didn't sign up for this part. That's like Trump saying he is responsible for what happened on January 6th while holding the match, the gas can, pointing at the Capitol, and then saying, I said peacefully and patriotically. Sir, you denied racism like it was Santa Claus. And then Santa Claus came down your chimney with a Confederate flag on and said, hey, surprise. But let's be truthful here about this lunatic. And if you feel this in your spirit, nod quietly like a respectful congregation, hit the like button, subscribe, or leave a comment in the chat. Truth is, MAGA will uplift a black voice as long as it says the lines they love. You can preach, you can testify, you can praise the orange gospel, you can defend the indefensible. But the moment you say, hey, maybe this is going a little too far, they start looking at you like, oh no, he's developing independent thought. The movement has always been a funhouse mirror. You walk in, they flatter you, they platform you, then they parade you around like a shiny new accessory. But when you stop being convenient, when you want influence, not just visibility, when you want respect, not just retweets, that mirror shows you the truth. You weren't a leader, you were a prop. A useful black person. A character in someone else's script. Props don't get promoted. They don't. Props get stored. And this is the problem I have with my good buddy Black Rosebud. I feel like if you look at his social media now, he has somehow developed a new personality detached from MAGA. He doesn't post about Donald Trump every post. He slowly pulled away. He slowly started to realize that just being associated, affiliated with that group isn't going to make you grow financially, professionally, morally, or ethically. It ain't helping them. It only helped you because they needed people like you because they couldn't say what they wanted to say. What's up? What's up, LTG? Thanks for coming through. But look, these people are not interested in your growth. They weren't interested in the black MAGA preacher Jordan Wells's growth personally, professionally, financially. What they wanted was his skin color, his tone, to be a person who could amplify the racism that they already wanted to promote. The idea that the only racists were actually the liberals and the blacks who were talking about racism. The problem with slavery was the fact that we keep talking about it, not the fact that it happened, not the existence of it. But growth ain't when you notice racism. Growth is when you admit you denied it. See, leaving MAGA because you felt discrimination is not moral evolution. It's stage fright. It's not stepping into the truth. It's stepping out of the illusion that you were one of them. You were never one of them. Brother Wells didn't leave MAGA because MAGA became racist. He left MAGA because MAGA stopped pretending not to be racist around him. That's the revolution. That's the sermon. That's the gospel. He didn't walk away from sin. Sin walked away from him. So come over here, Pastor, brother, black MAGA preacher, Reverend Wells. Come closer to the altar, because this sermon is for you. Don't be shy. If you spent years defending people who won't defend you, if you carried the water for a movement that never poured into you, if you told them the same thing that you told blacks, that racism isn't real, then they wouldn't have delivered the package of racism to you. Because that's what they did to you, right? It was always there. The message was always there that you weren't part of them, that you weren't part of the group. You just didn't realize it because when you said what they wanted to hear, they propped you up. They propped you up. They gave you a little bit of clout. They gave you a little bit of recognition, but they didn't give you enough. They didn't give you enough to change anything about you. And now all these black MAGA are out here scrambling around trying to find a new place to go because they realize their cover is blown. And that the people who they were supporting and the people who they were defending are not there for them. And they're actually telling them the truth. We don't need blacks. We don't want blacks. We don't want any of you people around. We want America for the pan-European. That's what we want. That's what America's supposed to look like. And we're not going to stop at the illegal immigrants. We're not going to stop at the people who overstayed their visas. We're going to keep on going until we can build America that we want with the people who we want in the places that we want them. That's it. That's it. So, if you carry water for the movement that never poured into you, if you told the world racism wasn't real until it personally affected you, this is your chance to come on home. Forgiveness is available. What's up? What's up? Forgiveness is available, but accountability is required. Accountability is required. You can't spend years telling folks y'all making it up. And then when you experience it, say, oh, wow, who knew? We knew. We knew. We all knew. The neighbors knew, the pets knew, the trees knew, the chat knew, everybody around here knew. We've been talking about it for years. You refuse to look because all you can see is what you could get out of it. You could see that there's not a lot of people that look like me in that position and they need this voice. And I can be it. So much so that this guy lost his job. He got fired from his job because this is what he wanted to do. And now he's realizing that the losses that he took are not being offset by the gains of MAGA. He had a fundraiser, a GoFundMe going because he lost his job. He got like $450. It's like for $450, I'd have kept going to work and stopped pretending like MAGA wasn't. This MAGA shit was real. This shit is bullshit, and it's been bullshit. Now he's trying to repent. He's trying to repent, not fully and not honestly, but he's just trying to say that MAGA is getting too extreme. But they've been too extreme. They've been too extreme. You're not just waking up to it. You're just realizing it now because you can see that you reached the end of the road. You didn't break up with MAGA. You didn't break up with MAGA. MAGA broke up with you. They changed the locks. You just realized it today. So as I wrap this thing up, and we close this sermon with humility, humor, and one undeniable truth. You cannot outrun the consequences of denying the truth. Eventually, the truth catches you, like a pastor catching you sleeping in the pew. Brother Wells has left the movement, but what he really walked away from was the illusion that racism has to call you the N-word to exist. Sometimes racism is just a closed door. It's a cold shoulder, a stage you're not invited onto, a ceiling you're not allowed to break. And when that truth finally hits you, you realize something. Racism didn't become real today. You just stopped pretending. Hey, look, I appreciate you guys clicking on the play button. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. Welcome on. Look, Deacon, oh man, this is Deacon Double D's. Deacon Double D is a disciple of the Watt pastor. Look, this I meant to read this earlier, but I was trying to get through this real quick. Let me see. This is what he posted, right? He posted, as a black conservative, I paid a steep price for supporting Trump and his party. I lost a top teaching job. My brother won't speak to me, and I've been called the N-word repeatedly, told to go back to Africa and face vile racism and anti-Semitism, especially since I began speaking out against it. Yet, I'm undeterred. My resolve to save our nation from socialism burns stronger than ever. And it's crazy, right? To think that the problem that he has is with socialism, but all the people that are talking shit to him are Republicans. But I'm also fighting a new battle against the new right, this toxic wave of KKK, racist, anti-Semitic, anti-immigrant cowards threaten to hijack the soul of our movement. People like Nick Fuentes, who weren't there from the start, didn't campaign for our president and are now trying to steal what we built. I won't let them. This is our party, founded by Abraham Lincoln, not the party of the Klan. Go start your own. That's right. I'm a disciple of the Watt pastor. That's right. Look, this guy, I feel bad for this guy only because he's lost, right? And it's easy. It's easy to see people that are able to make a living, to carve out a space for themselves, to develop a following by saying things that other people say that work. It's easy to say, I can do that too. That's why this man who's clearly gay, he was gay, right? He was gay. And then at some point in time, he decided, I ain't making no money as a gay man. I'll pretend to be a reformed gay man who's now a straight, black, Republican, conservative, MAGA, who's outspoken against the culture of blacks in America, because that's the problem with America. That's the problem with America. And that's the reason why I don't say we should close the doors to people. Black Rosebud, come on home, buddy. Black Rosebud, come on home. But when you come back, it's stepping into reality. You don't get to come back and pretend like nothing happened. You don't get to come back and act like, oh, the problem was, no. We're going to have a strong discussion about what's really happening. You're going to have to admit reality in order to come over to the side. But if we don't give them a soft landing, they'll stay over there and take the whipping and the thrashing and everything that comes along with being over there with MAGA. They'll take it if they don't get a soft landing. So I'm giving them a soft landing. Black Rosebud, you got a soft landing over here, buddy. You got a soft landing over here. Come on home. But but I appreciate you guys watching my video. and hitting the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And I'm gonna try to do this more often because I ain't got nothing else better to do. I'll holler at you guys later. Peace.
You could have subscribed to any other YouTube channel, but you chose to subscribe here. So, hit that notification, hit that like button, and tune in with Adrian and Glib Talk. If you talking to hear your own voice, that's clear. Using your platform to poop and pimp, that's clear. I can sell drinking water to a fish with clear. Tune in for a discussion with Glib. It's Glib Talk, Glib Talk, Glib Talk. 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 Let's all get right on the late night with a little discussion or a heated debate on sports, news, current events. Glib Talk is where you gotta tune in for facts and different opinions. This is Glib Talk, hosted by Adrian, who will dissect the dichotomy of the fake news by its views. Trying to get to the truth, or we could just shoot the shit. We all trolls in here, that's why the chat stay lit. In the live stream where everyone clowns let off a